I know you don't have a lot of time because you have to run to a vote. So I want to ask you something that people always ask me. And that is, while you are working in the Senate to try and slow down the destruction that the MAGAs are causing and to try and preserve the guardrails of our democracy, what should we be doing? What can ordinary people be doing to protect democracy in this moment?
It's such an important question because at the end of the day, the most important tool we have to fight the administration is not the Congress, or my Republican colleagues are simply unwilling. It is not the courts, even though the courts have been probably the most successful tool we've used to stop and at times delay some of the harms, but rather it's all of us. And we are seeing that play out. For example, in Chicago, they're learning the lessons that we learned painfully in Los Angeles about these masked ICE agents and the militarization of our streets. And you see parents taking immigrant children to school so that their own parents don't risk being arrested in the process. You're seeing people drop off food to immigrant households like they did during the pandemic so that people don't have to leave their house to buy food and potentially get arrested. You're seeing people donate their time in litigation. You see people take to the streets on No King's Day by the millions. You're seeing people show up at the polls in extraordinary numbers. We're seeing changes in the electorate since that disastrous presidential election, where in Republican districts you're seeing a flip of the electorate in just dramatic terms. So this is what it's going to take, and we need to disabuse ourselves of the idea that there is a magic legislative button or a perfect piece of litigation, or even a perfect and simple step that we as citizens can take. The answer is we need to do it all. But most particularly, if I had to point to one thing that we can do, and that is be courageous, be hopeful and be courageous, because what they're trying to do is make everyone afraid, to make you afraid of speaking out, to make a media company afraid of crossing the president, to make a corporation afraid, to make a law firm afraid, to make colleges afraid, to make legislators afraid, to divide us from ourselves, to pit us against ourselves, to cause people to hunker down and hide and hope to ride it out and not be noticed. But that way lies dictatorship. The alternative is a million acts of individual courage, of people standing up, of institutions standing up. It's the prosecutor who says, I'm going to leave the department before I do something unethical. It's the parent that intervenes for their neighbor to protect them from mass ICE agents. It's all of us doing what we can, all of us recognizing we can't do everything, but there is something we can do. That's what it's going to take.
It is going to take, it sounds like, we the people, which is a wonderful way to end this interview.